Hi, I'm Barry Sahazian. This is the theory of bass technique. What is the theory of bass technique? The many elements that you need to make good lines. All kinds of things you can consider when you're practicing these things. And it's a good thing to do because you don't want to waste time. You want to get this line down in time with some feeling, and you want to move on to your next line so you can keep moving forward. I have a little list of things that I consider as I go along, and I'd like to share it with you. First thing is time and meter. You got to be, if it's in 4/4 time, it has to be 4 beats in every measure. And the timing has got to be right on the money, and if you use a metronome, that helps too, or maybe you can just feel where the time is and make it work that way as well. And then we have the phrasing, to make it sound like something, and the musicality, putting a little heart in it. That's what I'd like to talk about today. I have some lines I would like to show you and some considerations, like I said, so let's get started. I'd like to show you what I did in that last example. First of all, it was a G triad, and then we added a major 7, so it's 4 notes. The 5th, the D, the 3rd, the root, and then the major 7, 4 notes. Speed it up a little bit. Fingering is very simple, and it's got to be sort of, if you want to play super fast on a simple line like that. What I'm using is my baby finger, my index, my middle, and my index again. Very easy to negotiate, which means we can move it up the neck into different positions. Go up a minor 3rd. Try another one. Put them all together. Let's take a closer look at this line. First off, it is a 4-note phrase repeated 3 times. Probably already know that. It's easy to hear. It's the same notes. Next, we have to say, well, where does it happen? It happens first. Phrase happens on beat 1 of the first measure. The second phrase happens on the upbeat of 3. Third phrase starts on the second beat of the second measure. Let's take a look at how the rests are placed in this line. First off, we have an 8th note rest on the second beat of the first measure, and then we have another 8th note rest on the upbeat of 1 on the second measure. At the end, we have a 1/4 note rest. What I just played for you was the beginning of a 2-bar phrase I'd like to show you. That line only had 3 beats, 1 and 2 and 3, and now what I'd like to do is add 1 more beat to make it an even measure of 4 beats, and then we'll work on the second measure. So we have to add this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 in. So you practice that up a bit, get it nice and smooth and at a decent tempo. Now we're going to start on a second measure, and we're going to play that exact same shape. And when we do that, it will remain totally diatonic. In other words, all the notes will be perfectly in the key of G, and we'll work on a G major. So we're going to start on the D, the 5th. Exactly the same fingering and positioning as I did on the first section. When you get that down, let's put both measures together. Right now, I'm going to take that line and expand on it a little bit. Let's change it to a 7th chord. Just take the major 7, drop the 7th down to the flat 7, and we have a dominant southern line. What else can we do with that? How about tapping?